welcome to Sports Talk with King Von. I hope you all had a happy sports equinox day. Let's recap everything that happened in all four sports yesterday. Let's start with baseball. The Rangers crushed the Diamondbacks in Game 3, where they lead the series 2-1 now. If they play as good as they did yesterday, I just don't see a way that the Diamondbacks can keep up and the Rangers will be your World Series champions. I hope not. I hope they get back to how they were playing in Game 1 and 2 and where the Diamondbacks will come up and win the whole thing. Game 4 is tonight, and I am picking the Diamondbacks to win it. Let's go D-backs. In hockey yesterday, our Carolina Hurricanes beat the Philadelphia Flyers 3-2, where Teuvo Teravainen scored with less than 2 minutes left in the game to give us the lead. Today there's two NHL games. One is the LA Kings versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the second is the Nashville Predators versus the Vancouver Canucks. If you're looking to bet, I'd bet on the Toronto-LA game. There's going to be a high-scoring game with not much defense. So I'd bet over on the amount of goals if you were going to bet on hockey today. There were basketball games yesterday, but that's not the major news. The major news is at 2 a.m. this morning, we had trade news. James Harden and PJ Tucker were traded to the LA Clippers. And the 76ers got back Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, the unprotected first, and the pick swaps. Philadelphia's new strategy is a death by 1,000 cuts. How many role players can they get on their team? And how far can a team full of role players and Joel Embiid take him? Not that far. That's the answer. And for LA, this is not the move. Getting another injury ring chaser is not the move. I'm calling it. By December, it's literally going to only be Russell Westbrook playing with a whole bunch of nobodies. If everyone does stay healthy, I do see a way that they can make a push. But I wouldn't keep your hopes up for it. Okay, let's talk about the NFL. Yesterday we had Monday Night Football. The Lions beat the Raiders. And that was probably the worst offensive performance I've ever seen by Jimmy Garoppolo and the Raiders. They had 0 passes to the receivers in the first half. They had more passes to the Lions in the first half than they did their receivers. If I was the Raiders, I'd trade Devontae Adams for whatever value you can get right now. Because you're going to be bad. His value is going to drop by the end of the year because his stats aren't going to look good because he played with Jimmy Garoppolo. So I would try to get whatever value you can from him and just sell the rest of your team. As many pieces as you can sell. Speaking of the Lions, they are second in the NFC going into their bye week. They're doing great. I think if they can buy one more piece real quick right before the deadline, that'd be a great thing. And one trade that did happen was the Giants traded Leonard Williams to the Seahawks for a second-round pick. It's a great trade for both teams, I think. The Giants are getting pristine value for one of their better players. A second-round pick. That's where good teams build their teams in day 2 picks. So if you can get a second-round pick for Leonard Williams, that'd be great because he's not re-signing with you this year. So I just would get some value for him. And the Seahawks get Leonard Williams. that helps with their pass rush. They only have 19 sacks through 8 weeks now. I do think I think they were a Super Bowl contender beforehand, but I now believe that they are a true Super Bowl contender after getting the big cat. He is a monster pass rusher up the middle. Just wait till they're in San Francisco. They'll be ready. Thank you for watching Sports Talk with King Vod.